What's going on, people, and welcome back. Today we're talking recording. Now, a lot of you are kind of missing the very fundamentals of this whole thing, and you think that you can just save a track in the mix. The most important part of everything is recording. So I'm going to show you how to get a clean recording, mic placements, and of course, like vocal techniques, because at the end of the day, you artists have to do your part as well. To get the tune sounding good, there needs to be a good performance. That's at the very tip top of this whole chain. Now, I'm going to assume that you guys know a little bit about setting up DAWs, but I do just want to quickly show you about playback engines, buffer size. If you don't know already, the higher the buffer size, the more latency you're going to get between when you say something in the mic and when you hear it in your headphones. So you want to get that as low as possible. 64 is perfect. 128 is good, but anything above that, that's when you're going to start getting issues. Obviously, if your computer cannot handle the low buffer sizes, then you're going to start getting glitches and pops and stuff like that. So you do need to find a good balance that works for you. I'm going to put it on 64. 64 is fine. Obviously, you're going to want your stereo track for your beat and then your mono track for the recording. Always record in mono. I think that goes without saying. Set the input to whatever your interface input is. Mine's input 3, but I'm not going to do that because I'll do it. So yeah, as you can see, my voice is coming through there perfectly. We're all good in that respect. So let's talk mic placements. So I got my mic here, slate mic, obviously. A good rule of thumb and a good starting point is a fist. So a fist between your mouth and the microphone, and then the pop filter, the pop shield goes somewhere somewhere in between. Now, do not put the pop shield on top of the microphone like that. Otherwise, you're just going to void the whole thing. The pop filter will not work. You want it in between. Obviously, you're not going to want to touch the pop filter with your mouth. This is new, so I don't mind just doing it then. But usually, there's a lot of spit and sneeze and shit like that on your mic, so you don't want to be putting your lips on it. But it's better to be closer to your mouth than it is to the microphone. All right? Now, when you're recording, if you're any artist watching this, when you're recording, you want to be projecting your voice into the microphone. So if you're reading off your phone, don't be reading off your phone like this, because all your throat is all closed up and you're talking to your chest. Like, at the end of the day, if you're going to be out here talking about slapping man up or stabbing man up or whatever, you're not going to be walking up to someone and up or whatever and talking to them with your head down, looking at the floor. No one's going to believe you, bro. So if you're rapping, you need to be saying it with your chest. The same thing with this vocal, this recording thing. You need to be saying it with your chest. If you are going to be recording off your phone, you need to be holding your phone up so your throat is nice and clear and you're projecting your voice into the microphone. And you can, if you look in the microphone, you see the diaphragm. That's where you want to be directing your voice. All right. And if you think about, the top rappers in the country commercially, they all have very good and unique deliveries, all right? Even the more laid back ones, they're still delivering and projecting their voice in a way that makes them, not only you believe them, but also it makes it very easy to then mix their vocals and make them sound good. Now, another thing that you need to remember is the further you stand back from the mic, the more of the room you're going to pick up. All right. So if you're a rapper that really shouts, like really goes in, maybe you want to stand back a little bit, but just remember that if you're recording in an untreated room, in your bedroom or wherever it is, the further back away from the mic you stand, the more the room reflections the mic is going to pick up. All right. So like I said, try and keep it to that fist distance. Where can I put this mic? Yeah. All right. So now let's get into the levels. So we're going to do a little exercise here. We're going to load up a virtual mix rack. Now let's pretend this is our interface, yeah? This is your interface on your desk. Obviously mine is here, but for the sake of the video, let's pretend this is my interface or your interface. Let's mute this. All right. So when you're recording, you want your vocal, you want to get your artist to do a test run. Or if you're recording yourself, do a little test run and look where your vocal is bouncing around. If you're going all up in the yellow like it is now, on your interface, you want to just turn it down a little bit. It's okay to peak in the yellow, but consistently, it should be bouncing around in the green. That way you know that you have a good level. Now, once you've turned it down, you're going to be saying, oh, but now the vocal's too low. I can't hear myself in the headphones. Just bring down the beat. Simple. Just bring down the beat and then turn up your headphones on your interface. Simple as that. You should get out of the habit of turning things up. If your vocal is set at a good level, then you need to bring everything down to match that. Because if you start pushing volumes up on everything, then it's just going to be mad. Now, this does say +9, but that's because I've already recorded this video and I flopped. Bruv, you got to understand that every time you watch one of these videos, just know that I've recorded it like 6 or 7 times. I'm not cut out for this YouTube thing, really and truly, but I'm here. So yeah, you know you're at a good level. You're peaking in the orange. You're not going anywhere near the red. Then you can start recording. So we can do a little test run, whatever. And you know, when you've been recording a little while, a few months even, you start to see when the waveform is in good nick. All right. So this is a little bit quiet, but it's because I'm talking, I'm not rapping. But like usually like a good recording is going to look something like that. Right. Just nice, fluffy, just a good size. But if your recordings are looking like this, bro, like that's not even peaking, but that's too loud. It's too hot. You're working your preamps too hard. It's just you're causing problems. There's no need to be that loud. And when you get these peaks, you see like whatever word it is I said there. If you're recording too loud, them peaks are going to be clipped and you're not even going to notice until you've sent it off to mixing and the mix engineer is cussing and saying, yo, record it again. No, they probably won't tell you to record it again, but just know that it's going to be so much harder to get that crystal clear vocal that everyone is after right now. So that is basically it. That's everything you need to know. A nice little bite-sized video. How long is that? That's like 8 minutes or something. A nice little bite-sized video to get you started with recording and making sure that you're doing this thing properly. Because like I said, the recording aspect of this whole music making thing is probably the most important thing. You don't want to have to re-record things because sometimes it's an in-the-moment thing and you can't replicate it sometimes. So it's better you get that take right the first time. And as always, guys, if you've enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, leave a comment, let me know what you want to see, or let me know if I'm talking shit. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Bro, I don't know what to do with my hands or my face. I'm not used to this webcam thing, bro. Headphones a bit delayed. But obviously, if your computer cannot hack it, the lower you go, the more issues you're going to have in terms of glitches and pops and things like that. But no. I knew that was going to happen as well. I knew that was going to happen.